I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website for those of you wondering. And I will be starting my reaction in 1, 0, and go. Alright, pumped up, foe. X-Arm, surprisingly, because episode 5 was pretty average, so hopefully this one can end up being the episode in the series that ends up at least being something a bit more than just mediocre. But hey, I'll take mediocrity over anything that's super terrible any day of the week. You know, just sign me the hell up for that. Oh boy. I gotta admit, I do like the fuzzy footage like a vibe in this scene. And actually, even though it isn't animated to the best, the fuzzy footage does kind of hide off some of the animation issues temporarily. Sweet. It's gonna give a big boost for them. That's if they can snag any X-Arms that are pretty useful. And they can probably and potentially find any criminals too around those auctions. So I'm assuming they're gonna want. My guess is they're gonna want them to actually infiltrate the auction. That's gonna be my guess. Hmm. I actually wouldn't mind an external party actually working with our main crew. Oh boy, here's the rub. Wait, the fuck? Talk about him being like, overly dramatic. Yeah, but the thing is, though, things only went south in the previous mission just through sheer bad luck. It wasn't because they wanted things to go south. Oh, damn! For all he knows, Beta probably used and manipulated his body in order to cause all that destruction. While, yes, Akira didn't do it directly, my guess is he was still manipulated into doing atrocities, at least while his body was being utilized as a tool. That's going to be my guess. Hello, hello, baby. Here's the thing about this series. It may sometimes suck chunks, sometimes, but damn, the opening song is pretty damn good. That, I'm never going to take it away when it comes from the series. At least when it comes to, like, the full version of the song that isn't related to the actual episode itself, that is. Well, honestly, as far as openings go, they just take the most basic approach, showing off some bad visuals, just the introduction of the characters and the titles, and that's it. If the anime truly had any resounding confidence, they'd be showing off more substance than just reusing footage from the episodes. And they would rely on the episode itself to make us remember the characters, not having the opening list off the character names. I'm just saying. But hey, guess that's on them. Showing off in the opening a good deal. I'm gonna assume that it's gonna play a at least a semi-major role, considering the fact that it wouldn't just be in the last shot in the opening for no reason. Honestly, this all feels like it could be pretty damn spicy if you ask me. Hey, you know, X-Armor Ray kind of looks kind of cute. I ain't gonna lie. Oh. Shit. But even if he gets auctioned off, though, you know, Elmo actually looks pretty dang good in that outfit. I ain't gonna lie. Doesn't look that bad. Yeah, you see, y'all actually complimented the CGI for once because, and honestly, there are moments where the CG in the series actually does have some nice looking sequences. I ain't gonna lie. It's just a shame that those sequences are few, rare, and far in between, though. The animation where he's moving his skin looks so and then those people. Okay, the one of the advantages of the CGs is that you could at least have some fluidity, but then the way that dude was moving his arm, it looked awkward. A shame too, because the plot in the episode itself is actually pretty engaging. Actually, I mean, at least it ain't that bad. Oh, makes sense. I was kind of expecting that too. Talk about being overly ambitious, though. But you know what? You know what they say. It's always better to dream grand than to have low expectations, though. This is fucking adorable. Oh, Donald. Holy shit! Okay, you know what? I like this, dude. Quite the interesting perspective. That I mean, out of some of the X-Arma characters, he already has more personality than some of the antagonists introduced. Just seeing his particular hobbies and his appreciation for beauty, even if it isn't of the flesh variety. I like that type of stuff. Oh shit, our boy's already been discovered. Woo! I mean, it makes sense though. I mean, they've packed on a lot of heat. That looks similar to the skull design of number 11 when he had that mask on. I just hope for their sake, Zero Akira didn't get captured though, because you never know. And X-Drop things have the tendency of going south. Oh shit, they definitely can't let that fall into the wrong hands. Oh. I wonder, okay, now I really wonder what 16 can do. Oh shit. Beta's prized possession. I wonder why only those three though. Why would he be put into auction? The fuck? Wouldn't it be more beneficial to have more auctioneers to have? Oh, okay, now that makes sense. Yeah. Until only three are left. Oh, yo, this guy looks like a man possessed. This guy looks like he's ready to kill, and not just kill, but drop a lot of bodies. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. What the hell? Okay, I wasn't expecting that kind of passion, straight up. Sure, they can't risk any fights because if they cause any disturbances, all the items could just be instantly taken away, and they would lose ample opportunity to get the X arms into the possession and also capture a lot of criminals simultaneously too. I mean, kind of sounds like Gilgamesh from the Fate series. I ain't gonna lie. Hmm. Damn, he looks decked out. Kind of reminds me of Vision from the Marvel series, actually. Well, I'd say from the Marvel comics or the Marvel movies, at least to a small extent. Hey, you know what? It's actually going to benefit the police if a lot of these savages kill each other. I'm assuming whatever he doesn't have in troops, he probably makes up for in money and finances. Why do I get the feeling that them working with this glasses is gonna fuck him over in the long run? I mean, that's just my gut feeling. Hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind at least a bit more natural exposition. Okay. That's when Jungoku's perspective when he showed up in the auction then. And the thing is, now that he said it, it's probably gonna happen, knowing how anime usually will like to operate. Okay. I wonder why though, unless she's seen some crazy stuff in her life. Which I guess I wouldn't be shocked. Because Midori does kind of have like crazy look on her face. They should definitely. That'd be like the last. If I were them, that'd be the last thing I would do. Not worrying, considering all the crazy savages that are involved in the auction. I would actually keep my guard up even more if they're like, "Oh yeah, everything is fine." No, hell no. And plus, it'll give them a lot of closure to Akira if they can get to the number 11X arm. That could take him. Oh shit, okay, not all of them. I was about to say when they showed a few of them close up. Oh, damn. And then not just that, moving someone of an older age would be pretty damn tough too, all things considered. Yeah, I mean, he's proven himself capable of. I mean, he's proven himself capable of coming up with quick thinking solutions to a really dang inconvenient problem. Oh. That could at the very least serve as a distraction. Worst case scenario, at least this plan buys him a little bit more time to escape. So I'm assuming he's going to have either an advanced weapon system or even androids of his own to try to out. Who's the animation? What the fuck? Oh shit! And saying that scene where the machine blocked those two vehicles actually doesn't look half bad actually. Okay, I like that trick. Since most of the animators in the series can't do lip syncing, I do love the fact that they transition slightly away from the mouth so that we can still get the point across that he's talking. Not a bad directorial choice. What the? Oh, I thought for a second that was his blood when we saw those cracks. Because the dust kind of made it seem like it could have been blood. Oh. You know, it feels like Minami was born for this type of crazy shit. Wait, did they just use the real flames? No. Oh, this freaking scene. Oh, shit. I mean, thankfully though, it was only her losing her robotic arm. It could have been much worse than that. Although going by that smile, he probably has some kind of tacker to him, because I don't think he'd be smiling like an evil sack of shit for no reason. I mean, I didn't mean to jinx it, but yeah, I had a feeling he'd have a lot of androids and machines in his disposal. Because I don't think he'd be... Yeah, I don't think he would have been confident earlier making all these alliances if he didn't have some kind of trump card in. Okay, what's the gun made of in order to destroy all these relatively powerful looking androids in one bullet? Yo, that look okay. Wow, this series, it's so inconsistent. Like the other scenes where she's shooting the enemies, you don't see the bullets collide, but that one scene where it actually collides, it looked good. I'm like. Yo, that actually was a good looking kick too. Yo, the animation quality is actually getting slightly better this episode. But yeah, this series, it's a weird one. It's it can look bad, but then for a few seconds it looks good, then it goes back to looking bad again. But honestly though, the movement with the cars actually doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna have to look up who's in charge in this episode. They're not. They're doing a serviceable job, actually. And even like that. Okay, that was some good tension. The slow mo with her slightly dodging the. Oh no 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 no. Okay, now this is how you elevate the tension. I mean, Elma just so drained and so battered she can't move directly. That is impressive. And that's how you bring up the tension dramatically. Yes! I mean, whatever he's trying, though, it's working. Oh. And I actually like how here shows the Alma and Akira taking advantage of the fact that they can communicate with each other telepathically. In order to come up with quick thinking tactics that they wouldn't have been able to come up with if they weren't interlinked directly like that. Oh, this motherfucker! No, it can't. Okay, wow, this episode was actually not. It was actually a bit above average. Wow, well, finally, a good X-Arm episode. It took, like, literally 6 episodes, but finally, this series has delivered an above average episode. Yo! Alright. If I were to rate this episode straight up on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a... Because 1 for me is abysmal, 5 is average, and 10 is exceptional. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It was actually good. Surprisingly. Because it was one of the first few instances in this episode where and at least the action sequences didn't feel like they were fighting in water. At least the motion when you had Elma do the fighting felt like it had at least decent speed. It was a good usage of slow-mo too when she was dodging attacks or when she got sliced in the leg. Like, this episode had a better sense of timing because when it needed to be quick, it was quick. But when it needed to be slow, it needed to be slow. And that's what I thought I did pretty good from a story standpoint because this is one of the few episodes where, yeah, Alma, she can't come up with every single solution. And while the episodes emphasize it, this episode emphasized it even more, considering the fact that she loses an arm. She lost her robotic leg. They kind of spoil the cliffhanger they built up because the mystery was whether Alma and, I mean, I guess you could assume that Alma and Akira were going to be fine because Alma did blow up the grenades that gave them the upper hand, but I still would have loved it if they would have kept it at least their safety and mystery in the preview. But hey, what can you do? But honestly, I like it though. This episode does a great job of demonstrating all the X-Arm users and the opposition they have to deal with, for one. 2, you see Beta involved in the narrative more when he tries to auction off all these items simultaneously, seeing how he still wants to cause chaos. 2, we see some reactions from some of the more common folk when it comes to Shingaku wanting to, like, gain X-Arm number 11 so that it can't cause major distress to Japan anymore. I like that, seeing like those emotional, mental scars. It makes the world and X-Arm feel a little bit more lively, and that's what I thought I did well from a story standpoint. Just so much more energy in this episode versus all the other episodes because you get new characters introduced, but with motivations. Hell, that desert dude was pretty darn badass too when he complimented Alan, not the blonde chick, and he's like, I appreciate beauty no matter what. I'm like, damn! Put that chick in her place, and that's how you make someone memorable, when you have cool lines like that. That's what I thought I did well from a character standpoint. And even love the bond between Alma and Akira, where they trust each other so much that Alma's not going to even doubt Akira's plans. She just goes straight up with those plans. And I love that. It makes this series feel much more lively, just seeing the characters constantly involved. The animation quality, while yes, it had a lot of problems during the non-action sequences, at least they popped during the action sequences. Was it amazing looking? No, but it wasn't offensively bad. And there were some snippets that looked good, aside from Emma losing some of her body parts. Some sequences that looked good was that scene where she shot a machine with slow-mo and you see like the bullet hit it. I thought that looked pretty darn cool. And some of the moments that looked good in the episode was in the auction, when you had the auctioneer talking about the other X arms. I thought that looked pretty darn menacing, and things of that nature. And that's what I really liked about this episode. It felt like the animators are becoming much more competent in when it comes to like producing the product for X Storm. I really appreciate the nice vocal performances in this episode too. Everyone did a fantastic job. And if I had to rate this episode overall on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to stick at 6 out of 10, which for me is above average, because at the very least I was entertained and this episode didn't make me cringe. So that's an upgrade over mediocrity or even bad, because for me episodes 1 through 4 were bad, 5 was mediocre, but this episode was actually entertaining. Is the series still good though? No, I meant to say, do I consider the series good? Hell no, I don't. But at least now it's stringing up at least 2 episodes that aren't bad, so I'll give it some credit for that. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more, because I'm definitely reacting to episode 7. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.